So the New York Stock Exchange is moving to Dallas, Texas. You might have heard, but one of the biggest financial shifts in modern history is happening and is set to shake a little things up here in DFW. But what does that mean for the economy, the job market, and of course, the Dallas housing market? Let's break it down in this video. So the New York Stock Exchange is currently headquartered in Chicago, and it is a part of the Intercontinental Exchange, Inc., also known as NYSE. And it's a leading global provider of technology and data. And back in February, they announced that the New York Stock Exchange Texas is officially opening for business, becoming one of the first security exchanges to operate here in Texas. Per their website, the state of Texas is home to the largest number of companies listed on the New York Stock Exchange, representing about $3.7 trillion in the aggregate market value, and will be soon home to the New York Stock Exchange Texas headquarters in Dallas, Texas. So the New York Stock Exchange has more than 230 years of experience as the world's leading exchange operator. And the NYSE's Texas now providing a listing exchange to companies attracted to Texas' growing population, strong economy, and businesses' friendly agenda. So first, let's talk a little bit about why they're moving. Why is the New York Stock Exchange packing their bags from the state of Illinois and moving to the Lone Star State? The first reason is lower taxes. So Texas offers a no state income tax, which is a huge incentive for businesses, investors, and not only for those businesses, but also for those employees that will move to the state to take advantage of this tax benefit. Another reason why they may be moving to the area is that Texas is actually known to be a business-friendly environment. Dallas has become a hotspot for major corporations looking to escape high costs and excessive regulations of other states. Another reason why the New York Stock Exchange is considering Texas is because Texas is becoming slowly but surely a booming tech and financial hub. The city has rapidly evolved into a financial powerhouse and making it an attractive destination for other Wall Street firms. So how will this move actually benefit Dallas? This move isn't just about Wall Street, it is also about what it brings to the Dallas residents. And this move is, of course, going to create additional job creation. Expect thousands of new jobs here in Texas that is going to be in the industry of finance, tech, and other corporate services. Other opportunities include economic growth. It's going to be increased investment will pour into the local businesses, real estate, and the overall DFW infrastructure. And with that additional infrastructure, we'll have improved infrastructure. More corporate dollars often mean better roads, public transportation, and other community enhancements. Another advantage is that we're seeing a lot of corporations relocate to the area. With the New York Stock Exchange making this jump, you can kind of expect to see some other financial institutions to follow. Now, another question you may ask is, how will this affect the Dallas housing market? Now, here's where things actually get interesting for homeowners and owners. Because of this move, you may have an increased demand for housing. More jobs mean more people moving to Dallas and driving demand for homes. I think you'll see this impact on not only the Dallas area, but the surrounding cities and suburbs. And I looked up statistics last week, and I see that about 147,000 people are moving to Dallas on an annual basis, and that's just over about 450 people per day. Another thing you'll see is property values are expected to either stabilize or slightly increase based on the demands of people moving to the area. So as demand climbs, high values actually are affected and impacted. So you may see some increases in appreciation value in certain neighborhoods and cities. So some of the data is showing that there could be a slight increase anywhere between 5 to 10% in home prices in high demand areas within the first 12 to 24 months as corporate employees relocate. In the prime Dallas neighborhoods like Uptown, Frisco, Plano, values could go up slightly higher. We may also see an increase in the luxury market area for this particular move as high-level executives and financial professionals move to the area. And this will kind of boost the demand for that luxury market. And that's going to be for homes about $1 million plus. You'll also see a little bit of increase for homes in the high-end condo market, as well as homes in other gated communities. Some of the data is also suggesting that we'll see a slight influx with the short-term renters arriving for their job transition. So we may see a rental increase of anywhere between 5 to 10% in some of the key urban zones. So even before this move, with some other corporate announcements moving to the headquarters, like the PGA that recently moved a couple of years ago, as well as Goldman Sachs, we've seen a boom in some of the suburbs, including Salina, Prosper, and McKinney. We're seeing a lot of families move to this area because the housing is actually still affordable and the commute to the Dallas area is still quite manageable. So some areas may still continue to see kind of the stabilized market that we've seen over really the last 6 to 8 months, but you will see some areas have a little bit of shorter days on market, especially for those areas who have top school districts and trendy neighborhoods. So for your reference, when Tesla moved its headquarters to Austin, home prices in certain areas soared about 40% in less than 2 years. And after Oracle relocated to Austin, home values in the nearby areas jumped about 20% in under 18 months. So for you, if you're thinking about moving to the area or you already live here, the Dallas area is still going to be pretty stabilized for your actual investment and overall home equity. So with more corporate professionals entering the area, we will see a little bit of demand on our housing in certain neighborhoods, and we may even see older neighborhoods start to slightly flip as we see new neighbors come in. So whether you're a Dallas homeowner already, an investor, or someone thinking about or curious about moving to the area, these economic moves do make an impact. So the New York Stock Exchange will definitely have an impact as it moves its corporate headquarters here, with not only their employees following, but also the additional companies that may follow as well to the Dallas area. So there you have it, a quick update on one of the newest organizations that are moving to the Dallas area. And I really hope you enjoyed this video. And if you like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you back for the next one. Thank you.